Alright, welcome to tonight's sad reality. What do I have to talk about? Well, on theme with the game, we're going to talk about a thing called Insatiable Greed. What was the inspiration for tonight's sad reality? Well, quite frankly, funny customers and funny retail. So, I had a customer today, it was really funny. He crashed out over paying 95 cents in taxes because he was trying to return something that he didn't have proof of payment and then buy the same thing just in a different size. Which I'm like, I get it, that's important, I guess. But also, like, call me crazy. Actually, call me sad reality. But, isn't 95 cents not that much? Like, it's not that important, in my opinion. And, what better way to talk about that or express this level of insatiable whatever than a game where the numbers get bigger and bigger. It's not an idle game, believe it or not. I don't know. I sleep here. It's been so long since I played this game, so I have to figure out what I'm doing. Which sucks, because I don't even know. Gender. I love gender. There we go. Do I plan on beating this game in under 100 days? I don't know. Be cool, I guess. Food. My dog is healthy. Oh yeah, I have to make sure I don't kill my dog accidentally in this game too. That's a whole ordeal. But yeah, it's 95 cents, right? What would you do for 95 cents? I'm like thinking like, I mean, a dollar's a dollar, $20 is $20, you know, like, scale it up a little bit, and I guess every penny counts, every dollar counts. But to me, what's more important than that? Should I buy a few of these? I don't know if I'll need them for quests. Maybe I'll just do quests and make this a short video. But I don't think 95 cents is worth dropping an F-bomb, giving a cashier a dollar, and basically, like, freaking out about. Personally, again. But to each their own, I suppose. I make 18 of those an hour, and I'm pretty happy with that. I think it could be better, sure, but for the work I do, I think it is far more than enough, because quite frankly, retail is very basic, doesn't require that much skill, effort, whatever, and I am super happy with what I have because I do not deserve any of it. Now, let's scale this up a little bit. I've seen people talking about the whole Mr. Beast AI stuff, and this kind of pisses people off a lot. And for good reason, I think. I mean, I understand artists being like, oh, you shouldn't steal this and that, because, well, it's like their own property, and, you know, the AI thumbnail generation thing, maybe that's a bad idea. And I kind of agree, but I'm also guilty of using AI myself. I think AI is cool, I think it has a place. The health system, that's cool. I think it has a place, it's kind of hard to... No. The dialogue in the game is fantastic, great sense of humor. But, So I use AI myself, and it's really kind of a hard thing for me to understand why other people don't like it, but I also understand what it's pulling from is hard work, and people don't want that to be compromised. I get that. At the same time, it's like, where's the limit? To me, that's what the interesting thing is. We're trying to find that. I think it's a fun tool to play around with, but it's kind of like, what's the first thing that comes to mind? It's a dumb comparison. This is like apples to, not even oranges, this is like apples to dragon fruit, two things that are completely unrelated. But, it's like sex ed, where, you know, a little bit of that is like fine, you know, but then you get that one gym teacher that's like obsessed with it, and you're like, maybe this is a little weird. Maybe this is like not supposed to, not a good idea to, maybe it's a little freaky, you know, just for consideration and this modern usage of AI and whatever. Business is business, you know, making accessible thumbnails for people for $80 a month. That's nice, you know, you gotta love that. Palmart, it's so peak. I assume someone's gonna need these, so stock them up early, I guess. This game's got a lot of like random side quests in it, so it's literally just like checking like random trash cans, this, that, whatever, leveling up, gotta get that intelligence up, all that, which I don't even know where I'm supposed to go for that. The intellect, we're looking like this is the only thing nearby. too far up. I think it's down here. Okay, so what's another example of something like this? Everyone's like, well, billionaires, this, that, and, you know, it annoys people when... Is that 500? Oh my. It kind of annoys people when you see people with that have lots and then aren't very charitable with what they have. It just kind of sucks from the perspective of like, oh hey, if you have this, well, why not? Why do we not feel this desire to bless other people with that which we have? And I think too, some of it kind of relies on this line of thought, and maybe this is completely dumb, I don't know. But depriving people of the experience for getting to learn how to aspire to do these things, I think is really cool. I don't know if that's something that people also just mess up the whole leveling systems. I know I was supposed to get a certain number of levels and not like skip through those. Whatever, I'll do it next time. I need to replay this game anyways. Grind everything out, I guess. Point being, it just kind of sucks that there's this competing idea of, well, I want to do this, but I don't want to because depriving people of this, whatever. There's always a reason to not be charitable or generous. But I think it's always in our interest to do the best we can. I understand people are often deceptive with that, and you will get used for that as well. But for the greater the benefit of humanity, whatever, I think we ought to consider what that 95 cents is worth. Is it worth this, that, the experience? Is it worth 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Is it worth an entire business empire? And I don't know. Never really have the answers for it. I think it'd be an interesting story to talk about today. And maybe run around a game that's talking about greed, where I actually lose every single dollar I have on studying, and that I have allergies. Sneeze counter going on the channel, anyone? I think that's about it for tonight, so I didn't really have anything too super planned out. Not as good as yesterday's video, but up with that, it's not as out of reality as it could be. So, don't work in retail, wouldn't recommend it. And good night, have a great rest of your night.